Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is a pick a card for love. I haven't done a love reading in a while, or so it at least feels like I haven't done one in a while. And I definitely haven't done a who's coming towards you in some time. So I figured, you know what, let me go ahead and bring you guys a who's coming towards you love reading. So if you haven't had a chance as of yet to pick a card or crystal on the table, there are timestamps that you can go back to the very beginning of the video where you can pause and focus and take as much time as you need to in order to choose. There is a portion there in silence, so again, no sound. It's just the pictures up close so you can get a better look at the cards as well. Take as much time as you need, and if during that time you feel led to pick more than one card or crystal, by all means, go ahead and listen to your intuition. Pick more than one if necessary. Listening to your intuition is always going to be highly encouraged here. These readings are timeless. So whether you watch it at the upload time or sometime after, if it's placed into your awareness and you feel that nudge to watch, there indeed could be a message here for you. However, it is a general reading, so I can't expect it to connect with everybody. And if, let's say, this particular reading does not have a message for you, maybe consider checking out my Pick a Card playlist. I have a bunch of readings there. There might be another love reading somewhere in the mix that would resonate for you better instead. And let's say if all is said and done, I'm not the reader for you. That's okay. YouTube has many readers out there. I'm pretty sure the universe is going to lead you to the right one that has the messages that you are looking for this time around. Okay, so I will let you go here. We're going to go directly into the first reading. Pile number 1. This is your card. There is a message on the back, and I will read that towards the end. This is your crystal. This is a lovely piece of spirit quartz. I'm just going to put that there for you. We're trying to look at who is it that's coming towards you in love. All right, so let's see who's coming towards you when it comes to love. Hold on here. I just started got some of the cards turned upside down. All right, so we're looking at who is coming towards you. Pile number 1, viewers. Who is coming towards you when it comes to love, romance, relationships? Let's take a look. Let's see. Who is coming towards you? Pile number 1, viewers. Okay, it says it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. All right. Let's see. I think this is universe's way of saying, look, it's okay for you to love. It's okay for you to open your heart and maybe get to know new people, perhaps even to be receptive when it comes to love arriving for some of you. Maybe some of you are single. So let's see what else this says here for who's coming towards you in love, pile number 1, viewers. Okay. Oh, wisdom. Okay. All right, so what this is telling me just with these 2 cards, it's giving me the vibes of, you know, whenever I see anything that pertains to like wisdom, knowledge, experience, okay, it's telling me that you've had your fair share, right, of things that you have been through. When it comes to love and relationships, right? Maybe you've learned, you've grown, you level up maybe as an individual. You've gained wisdom along the way when it comes to life and about your own personal journey. And this is feeling like this is saying, look, you're ready now. That's what this is telling me. You've leveled up. You've maybe gained wisdom. You wised up even when it comes to love and romance and maybe yourself and maybe your own personal journey. So now it's time for you to open your heart and get ready to receive love in its highest form. Okay. So what I feel like this is kind of giving me vibes of those of you maybe, you know, and I haven't gotten to the tarot yet, but so far it's giving me vibes of like for those of you who are single, maybe you've decided to go it alone, you know, get to know yourself as a single person, get to a place where you love yourself. And it's now that you've leveled up in your own personal journey, you've gained wisdom and leveled up. Now it's time for you to receive somebody who's on the same wavelength as you. Okay, that's why it says here, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, right? We don't, what's that song? Skinny Love, right? There's a song called Skinny Love. Like nobody wants skinny love, right? And it's kind of like a metaphor. In other words, you don't want I'm going to say half-ass love, right? You don't want that. when love finally arrives, you know, you want it to be, again, like the card says, the highest energy of all, in its highest element, in its highest vibration. So what this is telling me is, for those of you who pick pile 1, it feels like love in its highest vibration, okay, is what's coming towards you next. And it's because, again, you're at a place where you've leveled up and you've matured in your personal journey, that you are attracting this high level vibe because you're vibrating high as well. Okay, so let's see if we can get 3 cards from the tarot. Who's coming towards you, pile number 1 viewers? Let's see who's coming towards you. Oh wow, so it could be Leo. We have the Strength card. We have the Hermit. And see, that was the vibe that I was getting. Like, some of you were on your own personal journey over here with the Hermit. The high, yeah, see, this is high vibe love, okay? This is high vibe energy here with the High Priestess. And definitely the Hermit. So I kind of want to grab one more. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay, 8 of Wands. Yeah, definitely energy is coming towards you. Passion as well. Usually the 8 of Wands is a card of like Cupid arrows flying through the air. So there is action and momentum picking up. I really do think some of you perhaps have been single for a while. Maybe have just been working on you. And now this is the universe's way of saying, look, you're at a place where you're at a really good position, and a place in your life where you're ready now. You're ready to receive love in its highest form. No half-ass love. I hope I don't get demonetized, but whatever. No half-ass love. No skinny love here. Which is a really good song, by the way. I think it's Bon Iver. But my favorite interpretation, or what's that word that they use? Cover, yeah. My favorite cover is by Birdie, okay? So I would look that up because that's a freaking great cover of that song. And if you know that song, you'll know what I mean. Like, nobody wants that kind of love. It's like you want the real thing, or it's almost like this feeling of you might want the real thing, or you don't want anything at all, you know? Because, again, self-love, right? Self-love. You know your worth. So pile number 1 viewers, I'm getting the vibe that you highly know your worth. Okay, you're a strong person. You are strong, not just within, but also without. And there might be a very confident vibe, right, that comes from you. Whenever I think of the lion, you know, it is Leo energy, but I do think of that confidence. Some of you might actually be Leos. But I think of that confidence. But that confidence comes oftentimes when people are confident like that, it comes oftentimes from a place of having been through shit. You know what I mean? You've been through things. So life has taught you and made you and molded you and shaped you, you know, like that's kind of what this is feeling like. So yeah, when you're at a place when you know yourself and you've done that soul searching journey, you've done that healing journey, maybe that leveling up on your journey. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to settle. This is not the energy of settling. When you know yourself, you don't settle. Okay, and the High Priestess is one who is very highly in tune with their inner world. Not only that, I can look at this and say, whoever's coming towards you, because we're getting hints that the universe is saying, look, open yourself up to receive now. Okay, open yourself up to receive. But the feeling that I'm getting from this is that this is a spiritual connection. Okay, and that also comes from the High Priestess. High Priestess energy is spiritual energy. It's one where oftentimes you're in touch with your own spiritual world, and that is what helps you navigate through life in a very connected way, right? So you're always in touch and in tune. It's like the radio is always on between you and spirit, or between you and the universe. That's how you maybe navigate your world. And this is also feeling like when it's right, or when somebody comes through, you're going to recognize it like that. You know what I mean? You'll be able to say pass, or let me look a little deeper into this person, right? Let's see what's going on here. So it's like instinctual. It's like this feeling of instinct. You'll know it when you see it. You'll recognize a fellow tribe member when you see them, in other words. And it feels like whoever's coming towards you is one who is of your spiritual tribe, and that's because of the high priestess there. She can sense that. She can pick up on those vibes. You might be very in touch and in tune also with, you know, the universe at this time. Maybe you feel somebody's coming towards you, and your spidey senses are tingling when it comes to love arriving in your life. And if you have been picking up on those vibes, you're not wrong. And the reason why I say that is because of the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is definitely showing that there's action and momentum picking up. Maybe even when it comes to spirit delivering synchronicities to you, that someone is on the way. Okay. But whoever this is definitely highly connected energy. This is high spirit energy, spiritual because of the high priestess. So this is definitely going to be a spiritual connection, but it's one that I think your previous journey of healing, maybe getting to know thyself, has prepared you for this. And that is the energy of the Hermit. You are strong, courageous, resilient. Okay. You've been through your fair share. You have shown not just your strength, but again, your wisdom and fortitude, okay, with the Strength card. And you've been patient is also what I'm hearing. Patient. The Hermit is definitely taking that journey, getting to know oneself and looking into the inner world for guidance. And definitely with the High Priestess, that has what you, that looks like that's what you've done. But it's been such a beautiful journey, it seems, here with these cards. These are all major arcana, by the way. This has been an intense, beautiful journey by the looks of the cards here, but it's all in preparation of receiving one or someone who is definitely in alignment with you. High vibe, okay? A high vibe connection is what I'm seeing here. Now, this Eight of Wands is talking about, you know, maybe somebody traveling towards you. I don't know if this person is coming from overseas. Maybe you could be traveling and maybe bump into them. This is feeling like Cupid arrow striking. So not only are you going to feel the spiritual vibe when they come your way, you're also going to feel the passion as well. So it'll be a physicality, right? There'll be chemistry and attraction there. So this person is going to be highly attractive, not just physically, but also spiritually, okay? I'm feeling like the magnetism, like a spiritual magnetic thing going on here with the High Priestess and the Eight of Wands as a combo. And this card is definitely indicating, look, Spirit wants you to know that it's okay. You've been, maybe some of you with the Hermit have been single for a while. Again, if you were on a healing journey or a journey to self, okay, it kind of feels like you've completed that because you've gotten to a point of the High Priestess where she is very much aligned with herself. So you completed that journey, and it's almost like now it's time for you to meet somebody special. So Spirit is saying, look, when they come around, because it does with the Eight of Wands, they are currently traveling towards you as we speak. Who is coming towards you? Well, it's definitely a spiritual connection with the High Priestess. It's definitely a connection full of chemistry. And it also feels like a connection that you will recognize, right? Your vibe will recognize, their vibe will recognize you, or your vibe will recognize them, or did I say that right? You'll recognize their vibe and they'll recognize your vibe, yes. But Spirit wants you to know, look, it's okay for you to love. You know, maybe you've been single for a while, and maybe you're perfectly fine and okay by yourself, you know. But it feels like it's time. Like you've gotten to a really good place, pile number 1 viewers, and it's time to open your heart and receive that high vibe love. You know, sometimes the High Priestess can talk about things being hidden from you. And maybe, you know, maybe love with the Hermit and the High Priestess together has been somewhat elusive for some of you watching, right? But maybe that elusiveness was purposeful to get you to a place where you're vibrating so beautifully as a whole person, right? Healed and whole within yourself. You know, maybe you needed to get to that place before the real one could come along. The real love, right, can really come along. Maybe they also needed to be healed on their journey and complete on their journey before they were ready to receive you. I mean, it goes both ways, right? But definitely that Eight of Wands is saying something's coming. Love is coming. Passion is coming. There is energy traveling towards you right now with this Eight of Wands. So let's see who's coming towards you when it comes to love. Pile number 1 viewers. Okay. Oh, it says gratuity. Being gracious, abundant mindset, high frequency. There you go. Positivity. You're attracting exactly what you want. Okay. So there you go. This is high vibe. Whoever this is seriously high vibe energy. I love that. So keep your mind, you know, in alignment with receiving that high vibe love, because it looks like it's coming. And we have that energy here kind of with the High Priestess. She is high vibe. And then it literally is saying high frequency. So you're in a position of high frequency, right? It right off the bat, this reading felt like, pile number 1 viewer, you leveled up so beautifully that now it's time. Now it's time. So yeah, keep that abundant mindset. Keep in the mindset of attracting the kind of love that you know you're worthy of, and the kind of love that you know that you deserve. Because it's time now. It's time to receive that, is what it feels like, okay? So let's see what this card over here says. Because I did shuffle for these, okay? If I don't shuffle for them, I won't read them. I'll just use them as something to choose from. But in this case, I shuffled. So let's see what it says. That's your card. Okay, wow. So there you go. High vibe frequency, then yeah, definitely a soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. Holy cow. Okay. This and this kind of fall in line together, right? Because it feels like pile number 1 viewers, you are maybe at this time as we speak vibrating high so you can attract this soulmate. And then this card is saying, look, they're already with you in spirit. They're already spiritually, right, with the High Priestess, attracting or coming towards you. In other words, you're attracting them and they're attracting you. Believe this, right? Believe this, that they already coming towards you and they will manifest physically. So believing it is manifesting it. Believing it is attracting it to you as well. Attracting what you want. So you got to keep that vibe high. That mindset abundant, right? With those high vibe feelings of positivity towards the thing that you're trying to manifest or attract, whether it's love or anything really. But this is definitely saying this is a soulmate that you are attracting into your life. Keep the vibe high. Continue to believe that they are coming and they are literally going to manifest physically. We already know the Eight of Wands is saying that they're coming towards you. They're already coming towards you. And this is kind of confirming that. So this is gorgeous. Pile number 1 viewers. This is definitely a soulmate, a high vibe energy that's coming towards you. And I think you are more than prepared to receive them. You've already done your soul searching. You already done your inner work. It feels the High Priestess and the Hermit. You've overcome a lot of things with the Strength energy. You are built for this now. Like, you're ready for this. Okay, so keep your heart open like the card says. Get ready to receive this high vibe energy. You have a lot of wisdom gained from experience along the way, but it's also prepared you to receive this person. Okay. Again, you're whole, they're whole, and there's no room for error when you're both done your healing, when you've both done that work. You know, there's less room for triggers like that, okay? And very little room for error. And that's kind of what this is feeling like. So pile number 1, this is your reading. If you feel that this has helped and connected for you, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section down below. I do appreciate hearing from everybody. Like, share, subscribe, click the bell as well to support this channel. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, all you have to do is check me out on Etsy, see what readings I have available, and you could book a reading with me at any time. You could also see some of my handmade crystal jewelry there as well. So much love to you, pile number 1. Keep shining. Pile number 2. you chose this lovely piece of labradorite, and let me get the other crystal out of the way, but that's your piece of flashy labradorite. I'm going to put that there. This is your card. There is a message on the back of that. I will definitely read it for the reading towards the very end. I did shuffle for these, so when I do shuffle for them, I do read them. Otherwise, if I don't shuffle for them, they just are used as something to pick from. But in this case, I did indeed shuffle. So we will be reading that. All right, so let's take a look. Pile number 2 viewers. Who is coming towards you when it comes to love, romance, relationships? Let's take a look. Who's coming towards you? Pile number 2. Whoa, what was that? Okay. Amazing. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. All right, so hold on a second here. I'm going to grab from this deck and ask the same thing. Pile number 2 viewers. Who? Whoa, did you see that? Oh my gosh. Companionship. Holy cow. Okay, this is great. This makes me happy. So you're getting a companion, a soulmate. All right, let's see. Who's coming towards you? Pile number 2 viewers. Who the heck is coming towards you? This is awesome. When it comes to love, relationships, romance, pile number 2 viewers. Who is coming towards you? Okay, a Knight of Wands. So we have fire energy. It could definitely be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius person. Wow, so we have the 10 of Pentacles. Holy cow. All right, the 5 of Cups. I'm going to grab one more because I don't want to leave it that way. And the King of Cups. Okay, so part of me wants to grab right away. I'm going to grab a clarifier for the 5 of Cups because right off the bat, what this is kind of giving me vibes of, I literally see 2 scenarios here. I see a scenario where it could be that some of you are maybe trying to recover or heal from a breakup and maybe are attracting new love, or you're hoping that someone else comes back from the past. And I get that from the 5 of Cups because that usually indicates a broken heart or sadness or a breakup. If some of you are trying to call in a previous companion or somebody that you used to be with, that could definitely be it. But I just want to double check. Whoa, okay, so we have a Knight of Pentacles. All right, but let's see. Why is this 5 of Cups here? Because other than that, what I'm seeing is that life partner energy is coming your way with the 10 of Pentacles. All right, so the 7 of Swords. Okay. Yeah. I feel like for pile number 2, there's definitely the potential where you're trying to reunite with somebody, possibly some of you are trying to reunite with somebody, but at the end of the day, that 7 of Swords energy isn't always the best to have, because this is saying that maybe something went awry and it may not have been of a truthful nature, all right, with whatever broke down over here with the 5 of Cups, okay? So if you're trying to reunite with somebody, I would have to pose the question, are they honest with you? Do they have your best intentions at heart with a 7 of Swords energy, which can sometimes indicate mistrust, energy that is not always transparent. Okay, sometimes it could talk about lying when it comes to relationships. If some of you have been healing from that though, okay, you've healed from that, you're getting over that betrayal, and you're moving on from it. And I say moving on from it with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, that could be you, that could be someone else. Maybe the person that's coming towards you, maybe even the Knight of Wands could be coming towards you, and a King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If you are the person who does not wish for the ex to come back, okay, because I'm seeing that scenario too. If you don't want them to come back, and you are literally with the Knight of Pentacles energy, moving on slowly but surely, okay, you might look back on it with the 5 of Cups every once in a while and, you know, have some thoughts of, oh, had this worked out, maybe it could have been better. Or, you know, I think whenever you break up or you go through that, you do have ruminations, right? You do kind of go over the scenario in your mind. and you play it back and you're wondering what you could have done differently, what you could have said differently, had things had not gone this way, maybe they could have gone that way. You know, that Five of Cups energy can definitely talk about that, right? And those are things and emotions that, you know, sometimes you have to work through. And you have to work through those shoulda, couldas, and wouldas, right? But really what I'm feeling from this is that some of you are moving on from that. There's so much energy of movement. We have 2 knights here, okay? Those knights are talking about movement, speed, action, momentum. And for whatever reason, this King of Cups energy that's here on the table is reminding me of healing, okay? Because his heart center is vibrating high, all right? And his crown area is lit up here as well. It's a very centered picture in a sense that his essence feels very much at peace and healed. And there's all this water around him, which is also energy of healing. So I am more than anything getting the vibe that this reading pile number 2 feels more like those of you who have moved on from past love that has hurt you. You've had to work through that pain, maybe work through that sadness with the Five of Cups, maybe work through the energy of trust issues, right, with the Seven of Swords. You've had to work through that and get to a place where with the King of Cups you're healed, right? But it does feel like because of the healing, because you have literally with the Knight of Pentacles over here put one foot in front of the other and have continued to progressively move on, right? You're getting to a place where, you know, maybe you're prepared or you're ready for that companionship. Maybe you're getting to a place where you feel like, okay, I've done my work, I've healed, I'm ready for my other half. I'm ready for my life partner. Okay. So again, you might have some issues rise to the surface again once in a while when it comes to love with the Five of Cups, sure. You know, but it's also an energy of, you know, what are we choosing to give our emotional energy to? Are we going to continue to focus on what was lost and we can't get back? That could be an ex, right? Are we going to continue to focus on the lost love we can't get back? Or are we going to turn our attention to what we still have available to us? Or, you know, the fact that love is an energy, right? And we can focus on love in the universe and attract that to us in a sense that, you know, we don't have to focus on what went wrong over here. We could focus on what is available to us at all times. And when we shift the focus, we can really start to shift not only our personal vibe, but the way we see love, life, and the universe in general, right? It does feel like with the Five of Cups, you might have your moments, right? Your ups and downs when it comes to love. But, you know, who doesn't, right? Who doesn't? I think the Knight of Wands energy is definitely passion, drive, motivation. That Knight of Pentacles is you putting one foot in front of the other, right? But if I have to look at this real quick and say, who the heck is coming towards you? Well, I'm looking at life partner energy. I'm looking at a true companion. I'm looking at a soulmate is coming towards you. The Ten of Pentacles is that life partner energy. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, both are really. And, you know, there's a sense of loyalty in this person, whoever's coming towards you. All right, we do have the dog energy, which is a symbol of loyalty. This could be the mother of your children coming towards you, your future mother of your children. This could be the father of your future children coming towards you, future husband, future wife, future lifelong partner and companion, your ride or die. That's who's coming towards you. This person also, I feel, with this King of Cups energy, is not only passionate over here with the Knight of Wands, not only practical over here with the Knight of Pentacles. They're not going to just rush into anything or do anything that's too brash. They're going to really think it through. You know, you could have a fire sign, you could have an earth sign, you could also have a water sign coming towards you, or any combination of that in their chart. But they're very passionate and motivated, yes, very practical and grounded, but yet at the same time their heart is open and ready to love with this energy here. So it kind of feels like this person, okay, not only you, but they might have a very open or activated heart chakra. And that's coming from the light that's emanating from this picture. At least that's the way it feels. Like their heart chakra is activated. They feel deeply. Why did I just get the vibe that this person might have the potential to make you forget what went wrong over here with the Seven of Swords and the Five of Cups? So where you might have been, you know, I guess with the Five of Cups, maybe thinking about love lost in the past and what went wrong with the Seven of Swords and maybe how, you know, you were betrayed and all that stuff. For whatever reason, it feels like this person is sensitive, right? Loving, nurturing, caring, open, with their heart, that they can empathize with that. So the person that's coming towards you is somebody who can empathize with the pain that you've maybe felt in previous love. And maybe, I don't know, it's giving me the feeling that because they are well-rounded as a person, they definitely have the possibility or the potential to make you forget. You know, it's kind of like this feeling of whoever this person is, when they come towards you, you're going to understand why it never worked out with anyone else before them. Like, that's the feeling I'm getting from this. Ten of Pentacles energy is somebody who's looking for that commitment. They're looking to settle down. They're looking to start a family. They're looking to be committed. They want that stable foundation with somebody. It kind of feels with the Knights on the table, they're looking for that too. You are in a position of calling your soulmate in. I'm feeling here that they're doing the same thing. Whoever this is, they're seeking companionship. They're also looking for their soulmate as well. I'm also picking up vibes from this card, especially this King of Cups. This person might be a little bit more mature than what you're used to. They just might have a wise or old soul energy about them. Okay, so that's also who's coming towards you is somebody with a very old soul. Like I got, you know, the feeling earlier that they might be very or highly empathetic when it comes to, you know, your previous relationships or situations that you've been through when it comes to love. Like they can empathize with that. But yeah, that Ten of Pentacles is an energy where it's like, it's meant to last. It's something that's built for the long haul. You might be searching for your life partner at this time. And that's why this is here. Maybe you're currently in the process of manifesting this life partner companion. Knight of Wands energy also gives me vibes of like not hesitating to demonstrate how they feel as well. So this person easily could, it might seem, it's like, yeah, like I said over here with the Knight of Pentacles, sometimes, you know, they're not going to rush into anything without, you know, thinking it through or whatever. But they're also not shy, okay? This energy is not shy. If they like you, they like you. They're going to tell you. It's not going to be a secret, okay? You might want to take it slow, especially if you're still healing or you feel that you're still healing from a previous relationship. This person might show up suddenly with that Knight of Wands energy. And they might be that very thing that you're searching for. But if you still have healing that you're, you know, kind of still working out, right? Like I said, they would be very empathetic to that. You might be the one with the Knight of Pentacles over here who wants to take it slow. Maybe you do have trust issues because of that. But it feels like they would come in and just try to be very understanding about that. But they're also not going to keep it a secret about what they want. So it does feel like, like I said, a very mature person who knows what they want when it comes to love. They are willing to be empathetic towards maybe your timeline, right? Because everybody has different timelines when it comes to love. They might be willing to take it slow because, again, you might be needing to take it slow, especially with the Five of Cups if you're not over someone quite yet or you're still healing. Or you're still maybe going through the motions, right? It could definitely be something in the past, but if it still comes up to the surface every once in a while, like, you know, heartbreak does, you know, and you might be questioning whether you're ready for this person. You know, I feel like you may not be ready, let's say, completely, fully ready because of the Five of Cups and the Seven of Swords, which tells me trust issues, and the slow energy of the Knight of Pentacles, right? You might not be fully ready, but it also feels like they are very understanding, okay? Like they're ready for you, and they're willing to be understanding about your timeline. So I really do feel you are connecting here. You do have a soulmate that is indeed coming towards you. One who wants a higher level of commitment. They're ready to settle down. It kind of feels like they're hoping that you are too. But then again, the feeling of, you know, willing to be patient. Again, that maturity level. So this person could definitely want marriage. They could want, you know, full-on commitment. They're not going to hesitate with the Knight of Wands, but they're willing to take it slow, maybe because you need to take it slow, right? Again, there could be some of you watching this and trying to reconnect back with someone from the past that maybe you previously broke up with. That's a possibility. But I really do feel like this is someone new. So you can let me know in what way it applies to you in the comment section. But let's see. Who's coming towards you, pile number 2 viewers? Who's coming towards you? Whoa. What a catch. An ideal partner or mate. Look at that. Abundance, self-esteem, value. The answer is yes. Marriage material. Holy cow. Okay, so when I said marriage over here with the Ten of Pentacles, and we have this confirming it. So whoever this is, they want marriage. They want commitment. They are literally an ideal match. Literally a catch, okay? This person is the catch of all catches, if that's the case. If they have life partner and soulmate material, passion, sexy chemistry energy over here with the Knight of Wands, and they're spiritual or sensitive and mature and practical, right? And very grounded. I mean, shit, that's a good catch to me. You know, stable, secure kind of person, stable within themselves. Someone who can give you that shoulder, you know, that, and be that pillar of strength. Maybe sometimes over here with the Five of Cups and, you know, all that, where oftentimes you're not, right? Sometimes we need somebody to make us feel safe. And it does feel like whoever this is going to make you feel safe and secure in them. Like you can trust them, right? That's why I was getting the vibe of, you know, they're going to make you forget, or you're going to meet this person and you're going to wonder, you're going to know why it never worked out with anyone else. And they're going to make you forget everybody that came before them. And then we have this to confirm it. All right, this person knows their value, right? And again, that feeling of that they know what they want. And I think what they want is you, right? But again, are you going to be ready for them? But it feels also that they're willing to wait. So this is a very abundant situation here. This is beautiful. They are definitely marriage material, and we see that with the Ten of Pentacles here. Okay, so yeah, this person is awesome, whoever they are. Could be fire sign, could be earth sign, could be a water sign. But they want that companionship. So let's see what this says here. All right, this is your card. Let's see what it says. Okay, romance, Cupid, arrows, strike. Well, we do see that passionate energy from the Knight of Wands here. Yeah. So definitely, when I see this, I kind of think of Eight of Wands. Because the Eight of Wands is that energy where, you know, Cupid arrows do fly through the air, and you get, when you get struck, you get struck, and there's really nothing you can do to change that. So even though, okay, think about this for a minute, pile number 2 viewers, if you're looking to take it slow, you can't stop what's coming. That's fine, you want to take it slow, but you can't stop the initial or the eventual outcome, right? Because Cupid arrow literally will strike. You can't avoid it. You can't outrun it. You could try, right? But it might not work. You might fall, trip and fall, and get struck with more arrows instead. Right? You're in the line of fire is what what is this telling me? Pile number 2, you are in the line of fire, okay? And if a soulmate is coming towards you, as this card is indicating here, and a major companion, like lifelong companion, you can't avoid it. So you could take it as slow as you want, but that's still not going to stop what's coming. Okay. This Ten of Pentacles feels like, you know, this is what it's going to eventually arrive at. You know, we have marriage indicated here, marriage material, life partner commitment material. We have major companion here. So you take it as slow as you want, but it's not going to eventually, you know, it's not going to stop what will eventually become. Okay. So pile number 2, this is your reading. If you feel that this has helped you or connected for you, by all means, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, click the little bell for notifications to help support this channel. If you want to take it further and support what I do, maybe consider checking me out on Etsy. I do have personal readings there that you can book whenever you feel guided to, and I have handmade crystal jewelry that I make with my 2 hands. So I'll leave you here, pile 2. Much love to you wherever you are. Be safe, take care, and keep shining. Pile number 3, you chose this beautiful piece of amethyst. I'm going to put that right there. There's a message on the back of this card. I will definitely incorporate it into the reading towards the end. Sometimes I don't incorporate these if I didn't shuffle for them. In this case, I did shuffle, so I definitely will read that. So let's take a look. Who is coming towards you, pile number 3 viewers, in love, romance, relationships? Let's see who is coming towards you. Pile number 3 viewers, who is coming towards you? All right, so it says, let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. For whatever reason, I want to grab another one. And it says, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Whenever I get the let go of control issues, it's basically indicating that there's a need to surrender to a situation and allow it to unfold the way that maybe spirit, universe, or the situation is best for everybody. So it kind of is giving me the vibes that somebody that you already know could be coming towards you, and it's coming from this card here. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, so you've already met the one. So it could be somebody you already know. Okay, so let's see who's coming towards you, pile number 3 viewers. Who's coming towards you in love, romance, relationships? Maybe there's a little bit there's a need to surrender to the situation with this particular person. We're asking about who's coming towards you, so it seems like this person could be coming towards you or coming back to you. Maybe they could be coming back to reconcile, but there's a need to kind of just allow it to be what it'll be. So some of you are hoping they come back and maybe they haven't quite made it back yet. This is saying to just allow it to surrender. Surrender your situation, surrender it to the divine, because when the timing's right, again, if they're meant for you, they can't be withheld from you. So there's really nothing that you can do to move it along any quicker or slow it down at all. You know, there's not anything that you can do that's within your control when it comes to the timing aspect of it. But again, allow it to unfold naturally. So it is going to unfold. That's what it's telling us, right? It's saying it's literally going to unfold. Trust that this situation will resolve itself. It will unfold. Just don't worry about how, right? Don't worry about how or the details of how it will manage to do so. All right. So let's see if we can get a card here for who is coming towards you in love, romance, relationships, pile number 3 viewers. Okay, so there's a little bit of vulnerability here. All right, so I'm wondering if this is an ex, if this is somebody who maybe you're hoping it'll work out with them, right? This is saying to kind of just allow it to unfold naturally. Yes, maybe this is a vulnerable time or sensitive time even, okay? With this energy over here, it's a very sensitive maybe situation or time in the relationship. Maybe you're hoping to heal it. Maybe you're hoping to reunite back with them. But Spirit is saying, look, there's a timing aspect that needs to just, it needs to unfold the way the divine sees fit. In other words, for the highest good of everybody involved. You might find yourself a little bit maybe sad and melancholy. And some of that is coming from the picture here, right? But let's see if we can get at least three tarot. Oh, okay. We have the Justice. So that's a Libra energy. So somebody could be a Libra. We have the Page of Swords. So more air sign energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius right here. Let's see what else we get. And the Ten of Swords. Okay. So I think this is pretty clear that maybe some of you with the Justice card are hoping that a situation would resolve itself with someone, right? Who you feel is the one for you. Again, when Spirit is indicating that you need to just surrender and let it go and allow the situation to unfold naturally, it's because, again, the Justice is here. And the Justice card does indicate there are things that sometimes are outside of our control with the Justice. It's a matter of, again, when we get the Justice, we know that there are things outside of our immediate control because it's, again, in the hands of justice itself, in the hands of the divine itself. And oftentimes with the Justice, we're waiting for a resolution. We're waiting for something to resolve itself. Like a court case gets resolved. You know, a lot of times it's in the hands of the justice system. It's not in our hands. So this is kind of what this is feeling like. There's something that's in the divine's hands. I think pile number 3, honestly, pile number 3 is for those of you who are looking to resolve a situation with someone, okay, who maybe isn't within your immediate presence right now. They're not in your immediate environment. Maybe you're not in a relationship with them at this time, but you're looking to heal the connection with them, okay? Pile number 3, this is for you if that's your situation. If this is not your situation and you don't have an ex that you're looking to reunite with, you might want to pick another pile. I'm just saying before I go any further, okay? The reason why I'm saying that there is a resolution here, there's something that needs to resolve itself, but there's also, it feels like a balancing of the scales, okay, or a karmic resolution that needs to come to a conclusion. I'm saying all that is because of the Justice, and that is exactly what the Justice is. There's something divinely orchestrated in this situation that will come to a eventual conclusion. In the meantime, though, you have to release, let go, trust that the divine will bring this to a fair conclusion with the Justice card for the highest good of everybody involved in this situation. If you're feeling, you know, kind of vulnerable in a sense, here we have the vulnerability card. If you're feeling quite vulnerable in the situation because it's not in your immediate control, you can literally take back your power by surrendering to the process. All right. The Justice is indicating that there will be a solution or resolution to this, but a lot of times with the Justice, because it is a major arcana, it's not always in our hands how it will resolve itself. Page of Swords is an indication of information gathering. All right, it's feeling like there's still pieces of this story, right, that are still being gathered with the Page of Swords. It's a little detective of the tarot. So it feels like there's still things to learn about this situation. It feels with the Ten of Swords, definitely an ending in this dynamic of whoever this is. Definitely an ending. But I also don't feel like the story is over or the story is finished here, because the book is still open. And there's still some things to learn. But I kind of feel like whatever you did go through with them already was part of a lesson. Maybe a karmic lesson, if you believe in that. But there was something that happened perhaps that was necessary, maybe to balance the scales. Maybe they were out of balance. And maybe the breakup over here with the Ten of Swords, if that's what occurred, it was a way to maybe bring a situation or you or them into balance again. There's this feeling of maybe that some of you needed to separate from them, or they needed to separate from you in order to balance themselves out before the situation could get resolved. Because if your energies were out of whack, their energies were out of whack, you can't resolve anything like that. Maybe you both needed to go on your journey, learn what you needed to learn. Again, Page of Swords energy, student of life, right? So you had to learn what you needed to learn on your own as individuals, right? Before you can manage to come back together again and resolve it. And it kind of feels like there is a major cycle coming to a close here with the Ten of Swords, because it's number 10. So it could be that this chapter, okay, this one chapter, like I said, I don't think the story's finished. The chapter might be over, but the story isn't finished, right? I feel like there are some major lessons that you guys had to maybe learn apart from each other. I say apart because we have Ten of Swords, and that definitely does indicate a breakup of some sort, maybe even a betrayal, something went awfully wrong. But it is a number 10, so it's telling me that there is a cycle that has come to an ending, right, in this particular chapter of your overall story with this person. And there is a new dawn, a new day, right? The sun breaking through the clouds of the Ten of Swords. It's indicating that there's light at the end of the tunnel. But Spirit is saying, look, the Justice has her own timing. The Justice always resolves a situation for the highest good of all people. Justice does indeed rule in your favor, but it's also based on the situation of the past as well. The Justice card will also indicate that sometimes, we end up getting what we deserve. And I'm not saying that's you. It could be your person, right? If your person betrayed you, hurt you, did you wrong, they had to pay their dues, right? And resolve their junk and their mess, right? And get themselves right. Because justice is always about righting the wrongs. So it really does feel like those wrongs had to be righted before any resolution can be had or a situation can be made correct again. So it could be that this time, like this, the time that you're, going through this, right, let's say right now, is a time where you needed to get your mind, body, heart, spirit right. They needed to maybe get their mind, body, heart, spirit right. Bring you both back into balance before any resolution could be had between you. Justice is indicating that there's a divine timing aspect. It's not always in our control. Some of you are praying for a resolution, seeking answers with the Page of Swords, hoping for a certain outcome. But again, the card is indicating to let go of control issues, to allow the situation to unfold naturally, because there is something bigger at play here. And it's not always in our immediate control. And you might be feeling kind of, you know, vulnerable in a sense that, you know, things are up in the air and, you know, you don't have a say in how it works out, or you don't have a say in when they come back, or you don't have a say in how it resolves itself. And yes, that can make you feel vulnerable, especially, you know, in a connection, if you want to make it work, right? But the Page of Swords is a student and a learner, and this is indicating that there's still something else to be learned and discovered in this situation before it can be healed and completed in full, okay? I'm feeling like this is just a glimpse into one chapter of your situation, not the whole book, okay? That's what this is feeling like, pile number 3 viewers. And this pile is not going to be for everybody. It really isn't. So right off the bat, you know, like I said earlier, if you're not looking to reunite or heal a situation with somebody, then this pile is not for you. It really isn't. Because this feels like it's just showing a glimpse of what's happening right now, but it's not the full story. Like I said, the book is still open. So the book isn't over. The chapter might be over. Maybe a healing journey that you've been on and they've been on is now concluding itself again, because that 10 of Swords is picking itself back up, right? Off the ground. She's not on the ground anymore. She's definitely lifted herself up to face the day. But this is saying that there's this particular chapter of your story that is now finally concluding itself. But it does feel like one of lessons with the Justice. And the Justice card often talks about apologies and pleading your case and mercy, right? So it could be that there's going to come a time where, you know, you guys are going to resolve this. Somebody will maybe come back to ask or seek for an apology or seek mercy, you know what I mean? And ask for you to hear them out. Like, you know, when you step in front of a judge, you want them to hear your case. So it could definitely be that whoever's coming towards you is your person. And they're going to have to plead their case with you. In the midst of pleading the case with you, though, you're going to end up learning some things with the Page of Swords about maybe their journey, what they've been through, maybe in the timeout, or in the absence, or in the during the breakup. There's going to be some things to discover with that Page of Swords about them. But I could also see this as, you know, maybe the time apart has had you and your person discover new things about yourselves. Maybe that was needed in order to bring you both back into balance with the Justice, so that way eventually it can get to a place where it can be resolved. So who is coming towards you? It's definitely somebody that you already know, somebody from your past, maybe somebody that you had a falling out with. It's definitely maybe somebody who you still have unfinished business with. And maybe somebody that, you know, you thought it was over with them, but it's maybe really not. So let's see. Who is coming towards you? Pile number 3 viewers. Pile number 3 viewers. Who is coming towards you? I just want one card, please. Okay, so it says, glam it up, bring your A game, hitting the town, making an effort, edgy venue, the finishing touches, stylish. Okay, let's see if we can grab one more. Okay, the document, text or email, agreement, letter, separation, divorce, contract, news, legal papers, or proceedings. So some of you with the Justice card definitely could be going through a divorce. I mean, it does talk of legalities, right? And I did mention, you know, court and stuff like that. So definitely that's possible. Maybe some of you are going through a divorce right now and hoping that this situation will resolve itself. I'm still feeling that there is unfinished business at this time yet. And I guess it's because, again, the Page of Swords is giving me the vibe of the open book. And pages, or the books, are kind of like documents, right? But what this is feeling like with this card here, all right, there's a need to make an effort here, right? So somebody's got to make an effort on the situation. Again, the finishing touches. The finishing touches do talk about completing something, right? It still feels like there's something incomplete here. Maybe it is coming to a completion. Like I said, the chapter is coming to a completion. The finishing touches on that chapter is what's coming to completion. Also, this is giving me the vibes that if somebody comes back asking for an apology or asking for atonement, they're going to have to bring their A game. You know, that's also telling me that. Maybe this is you and your revenge body, right? This could definitely be you and your revenge body to show them what they lost, right? I can see that, but I look at this, yes, this could be communication, text or emails, a phone call, news from them. Yes, it can be legal proceedings. It could be divorce. Some of you are going through a separation that you're going through. But it could also be communication. So if you haven't heard from your person in a while, you know, it might get to a point where you do hear from them. You know, the separation or the divorce is definitely the breakup energy I was feeling from the Ten of Swords for sure. And pages are messengers. They do communicate and deliver messages. So, and the sword is a communication, a form of communication, right? Swords can speak of truth, clarity, communication, and it's a Page of Swords. So yeah, definitely you could be hearing from them. Part of me is feeling like with these two cards, you could hear from them and they might ask to go on a date. And you might have to be glamming it up or making yourself look good. You know, in other words, if they ask to meet you and you haven't seen them in a while, you're going to want to look your best, right? Whether it be to show them what they lost, possibly, right? Your revenge body, to show them what they lost. If they hit you up and send you a message to meet, you might be glamming it up. You might get, you know, you might get a gentleman, you know, divine masculines out there. You might be getting a fresh cut, you know, and making sure you're groomed, looking nice. And the same thing with ladies. You might buy a new outfit or something like that once you get communication that they want to see you. Again, this is about news, receiving news, a text or email. So yeah, I don't think this is over. You know, you might hear from them over here after you thought it was over, you know, but it's, again, there's something that needs to be resolved. It's unfinished here. Justice will deliver a final resolution, but it also comes with oftentimes some waiting. And that's why this card is saying let go, control issues, you know, because it's not completely within your hands, or with your own will, right? You can't will something because everybody has free will, so they have their choice to make too, or their choices to make. Can't force anybody to do anything really, but that's what I'm saying. There's some things that aren't within our immediate control, and at that point, it is a waiting game with the Justice until the divine sees fit. So pile number 3, I don't doubt that your person is going to reach out or something, but there is going to be some form of resolution coming to this situation. I don't doubt that they would reach out or contact you and ask to see you, maybe to plead their case with you even, okay? They're going to want to be heard out, I think. They're going to want you to hear them out, okay? So get ready to look cute, right? Clean yourself up for that meeting, especially if you want to resolve things with them, right? So my dog is going crazy. So I apologize for that. But let's see what this final card says. Okay, so look at that. Hold on here. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. It's pretty much mirroring this card. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Let go and all will work out, right? So it kind of also feels like, yes, something must be let go and relinquished before you can have anything new, right? The old has to be healed if you're ever going to start over with, I mean, that's the thing. It can definitely talk about letting go of the old relationship in order to make way for the new relationship, right? But if this is an existing relationship, this is saying, look, that old situation, the old pain, the hurt, all that has to get healed, completely healed, before you can allow new to be in your relationship again, right? If you're going to ever start over fresh, you got to let go of the past. You got to heal that. You got to resolve that. So it says, let go and all will work out. So yeah, again, let go. Justice card is saying there are some things outside of your immediate control. Let it go. Surrender to it. Let go of control issues. Surrender. Right? I think this, you already met the one that could be coming to, that's who's coming towards you. Somebody that you already know. Somebody that maybe you already had a relationship with, and maybe somebody that you broke up with. There's a need to surrender, though. That seems to be a theme here. We got it twice. The let go and let go. Right? Let go of control issues. Let go and all will work out. So, yeah. I don't think this story's finished yet for you guys. It might be a very sensitive time at the moment because of this vulnerability. Like, maybe you've had your fair share of tears and frustrations, right? In the whole situation. But it does feel like there's something that has to resolve itself before anything can move forward. And that's, I think, what this is saying too. Now, let me go back to the idea that some of you, yes, some of you are going through a divorce. And maybe you're wondering who's coming towards you in love. But this is saying you got to get out of that situation first before anything can come new, right? Any new love can enter. You got to finalize that divorce or finalize that old relationship before anything new can enter. So it's kind of like saying, let the universe, let the Lady Justice do her thing and clear this from you. And then we can take a look at who's coming towards you, right? That's kind of what this feels like. So some of you might be finalizing a divorce, yes. And maybe you're wondering if there's anybody else out there for me, right? But this reading specifically is saying, look, that situation has to resolve itself fully before you're in a place where you're ready or prepared for someone else to enter, right? And that's why this was saying, look, we got to surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. So you got to surrender that old relationship, get that out of your way, clean the slate there before new love can come in. Okay. So pile number 3, this was a lot. Like I saw a couple different things in here. I'm wondering how this will apply to you. I really am. So anyway, you let me know in the comment section down below. I do appreciate hearing from everybody. If you want to support this channel, all you have to do is like, share, subscribe, maybe click the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on future content. And if you want to support my channel and what I do here even further, maybe you need a personal reading for yourself one day, you can check me out on Etsy. All my information is in the description box down below. All you have to do is see what I have there. I do have readings there available. Sometimes they're sold out. But nonetheless, check in with me every so often. You can book a reading whenever you feel guided to. I also have handmade crystal jewelry that I make by hand there as well. So you can see some of my creative work. So much love to you. Take care, pile number 3 viewers, and keep shining.